Hey, beginning saxophone players, Mr. Walls with another video lesson for you. We're going to start right on page 6 of our band book. So I hope you've done a little playing in the last few minutes, getting yourself warmed up, getting your reed wet, and getting everything ready to roll as we work through some of these new songs on page 6. We're going to start with Hot Cross Buns. Now I'm going to point the camera down so that you can see my fingers and you'll be able to see the notes on the screen as well. So I'm going to move this camera down. Now you'll be able to see my fingers and you'll be able to see the music when it appears on the screen as well. So Hot Cross Buns uses that really important 3-note sequence, the B, the A, and the G. So important. That B is kind of our home base note, is what I've been calling that. So again, B, A, and G. Tongue your notes as you go. And here we go. I'm going to move my music stand a little bit. We're going to play Hot Cross Buns. Ready? Starts with our B. 1, 2, ready, and play. Rest, rest. Stay on G. All right, pretty easy melody to play, isn't it? Let's take a look at the top of the page at Rolling Along. We're going to play Rolling Along once, and then we're going to play Go Tell Aunt Rhody, and then we're going to talk about some other stuff, and then we'll come back to these songs again towards the end of the video. So here's song 14, Rolling Along. Make sure that your neck strap, you just saw me pull my neck strap up a little bit. Make sure that when you bring your mouthpiece to your mouth, the mouthpiece comes right to where you want it. If it doesn't, get it adjusted properly. It's really important. Make sure you have your teeth on top of your mouthpiece. Rolling Along begins with B, A, and G again, and that fourth important note that we have circled in your band book is an A. Make sure that when you go B, A, G, you move to an A next. It's really important that you do that. Here we go. Rolling Along, we'll play slow. 1, 2, tongue your notes. 3 A's. B, D, D. Rest. Now, I don't think you could see my thumb then, but when we play the last 3 notes on the top line, B, D, roll your thumb onto that register key and snap those keys down strongly. Strongly. Use strong fingers all the time as you play. And now we go down to song 18, Go Tell Aunt Rhody. Again, we begin with B, A, and a G, but watch that rhythm. We have a half note B and then another B before we go to the A, before we go to the G. Make sure that you play all notes that are in the music and give them their proper value. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. That's a tricky melody. We're going to come back to it in just a few minutes. What's most important is that you can identify the notes in your music as you are playing. At the top of the next page, top of page 7, we introduce the whole note, a note that lasts for a whole measure. It's 4 beats long. And we also see the whole rest, the little black rectangle that hangs from a line. That means you rest for the entire measure. We'll look at some of these other songs on page 7 for a different day, but let's turn to page 8 and review our new note at the top of the page. Up till today, our highest note has been D. Thumb on the register key and pretty much all our fingers down, right? No pinkies, of course. So there's D, and the next note up from D is E, and the next note up from E is F, and the next note up from F is G, and then A, and then B. So we're on our fingering a D, and there's my E. So boys and girls, here we are looking at a Mozart melody. Mozart melody begins with 2 G's, goes up to 2 D's. When I go from G to D, I snap my fingers down and I strongly roll my thumb onto that register key, keeping my hands curved and curled so that I'm not hitting side keys. Most of you have that figured out by now. So, for Mozart melody, we start with G, G, D, D, and here's our new note, E, E, and then back to D. I then continue downward 1 note. Next note down from D is middle finger C. I play 2 C's, 2 B's, 2 A's, and a G. Here we go. Let's play the first 2 measures of Mozart melody. 1, 2, ready, go. And now I continue at the breath mark on 2 C's. C, C, B, B, A, G. Ready, go. Second breath mark. I'm going to snap my fingers down from G to D. Get that thumb on the register key. Here we go. D, D, down 1 note, C, C, down 1 note, B, B, down 1 note, A. Ready? 2 D's, 2 C's. Ready? The next line and we do the same thing again. Back to our D, D, C, C, B, B, A. Ready? We're now at the first breath mark on the second line. G, G, D, D, E, E, D. It's just like the very beginning. G, G, D, D, E, E, D, and ready, play. Continuing, down 1 note from D to middle finger C. We have 2 C's, 2 B's, 2 A's, and a G. Ready? 2 C's, 2 B's. Ready? So that's a Mozart melody, also known as Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Let's go back to page 6 and play Hot Cross Buns again with B, A, and G. Here we go. Make sure that you are tonguing your notes. Make sure that your top teeth are firmly in contact with the top of the mouthpiece, that your bottom lip is gently rolled in. We can still see some of the red of your bottom lip as you're playing. Tonguing your notes. Ta, 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 as you go. Sorry about the crazy camera angle. All right, so here's Hot Cross Buns. 1, 2, Ready? Rest, rest. Rest, rest. All right, easy song to play. You can pause the camera or your video for a few moments if you would like and practice that on your own, and then we'll go up to Rolling Along. Song number 14 will be next. Remember, there's only one place in Rolling Along that has D's, and that's at the end of the first line where we go B, D, D. Everything else is B, A, and a G. Only those three notes. Make sure that you tongue to the beat of the song. Here we go. B, A, G, A are our first four notes. 1, 2, ready, and play. That's Rolling Along. Let's play it one more time. Ready? 1, 2, tongue. All right, good job. Watch that ending. A, B, A, G. Things get a little tricky right there for us. And now we're back to Go Tell Aunt Rhody. Again, lots of B, A, G movement in this song, but what makes this song tricky is several times in the song, 3 times in the song, you have a half note and then you play that half note again. Like at the very beginning, we play a half note B, and then we play another B before we go to the A and then the G. And then at the first breath mark, we have an A, another A, a middle finger C, and then B, A, G. Easily the trickiest place in the song. Look at that again. This is the first breath mark. You have a half note A, another A, a C, a B, an A, and a G. Remember, it ends with B, A, G, that little place. Okay, and then we continue with D, another D, then C, and then B. And make sure when you come down off of your D, you go to middle finger C. A lot of kids get confused and they go to their first finger B. That is incorrect. It's D, D, middle finger C, then B. Okay? All right, so here we go with Go Tell Aunt Rhody. We'll play 2 measures and pause and go on. 1, 2, half note B. Good. Feel the beat. Go to your A. You have an A, another A, and then middle finger C, and then first finger A and G. A, C, B, A, G. Let's play that. Ready? Play. We continue. We snap our fingers down for a D. We play a half note D and then another D. Ready? Go. A, C, B, A, G. Here's the ending. Last 2 measures. A, C, B, A, G. Ready? Play. that's Go Tell Aunt Rhody. That's a tricky song. Work at playing it accurately. Don't play too fast. If the tempo that I'm taking these songs at is too fast for you, then pause your video and practice it slower. Here's Go Tell Aunt Rhody one final time. It starts with a half note B, followed by another B, A, G. 2, ready. Go Tell Aunt Rhody. Hey, let's go to the next page and go to page 8. And again, let's practice Mozart melody. So at the beginning of Mozart melody, we go from G to D to our new note E, and then back to D. G, G, D, D, E, E, D. And then we continue with C, C, and then B, B. It's really important that you know that the next note down from D is middle finger C. Here we are at the beginning on G, G, D, D, E, E, D. 1, 2, ready, let's play. Of course, the register key stays down when we go to the E's, right? When we get at the beginning of the song. When we play G, G, D, D, the thumb goes down for D and it stays down, of course, for the E. The register key is used on all notes D and higher. So if you're playing a note high, a D or higher, you always have the thumb on the register key that helps you pop up to those higher notes. If your higher notes are not coming out, you probably need to hold your mouth a little more strongly on the mouthpiece. We've talked about this, right? And if that doesn't help, maybe it's time to change your reed. If you've been using the same reed for a week, 2 weeks, longer, and all of a sudden you don't think that you sound very good, there's a very good chance that your reed has worn out on you. It's died. It looks okay, but it doesn't have any life left in it. Change it out. When you take your reed off of your mouthpiece, take it to the bathroom or kitchen sink and wash it with soap and water. Get a paper towel and work it down inside of the mouthpiece. You can even run water through the neck of your instrument to keep it fresh as well. If you have a saxophone care kit, you have a wire brush in there that is designed to clean out your neck of your instrument. It's got a soft swab at one end and a brush at the other end on a flexible wire, and that's what you use to run through just the neck of the instrument. Obviously, we would never run water through our expensive and valuable saxophone. That would really mess it up. Soap and water on your mouthpiece, clear fresh water in your neck, use the brush if you have one, dry it out good, and you'll appreciate having a nice, clean, fresh neck and mouthpiece especially. All right, boys and girls, thank you very much. Keep up the great work. Bye-bye.